Rob McGlim, St. Bonaventure. Breaking this down, I went ahead and just choosing to be systematic. Went with chapter 1 a few years ago on a trip to Paris. Obviously, they went somewhere I can't pronounce where they went, but the museum had some relics from Thomas Edison and such, and it gave them an opportunity to watch older films, I guess you could say, short films, the films being in quotations, in the museum's gift shop, zoetropes, praxinoscopes, things I had never heard of in my life, too burdensome to bring home. That makes sense. But it's those are things, I guess, if you're the genesis of documentary film, you would need to know, or it would sort of behoove you to know. Brief history into it. Says that the concept of interactive documentary to the 1967 Montreal World Expo. This did not surprise me. I know many years ago when I was taking a technology class that I had heard, or in the class, that concepts such as cell phones and things were actually invented all the way back in the 50s and 60s, but that the practicality of it was what prevented it from growing. So a lot of times they have the wherewithal, the intuitiveness, and the ability to create. It's just that there's no real compelling need to go beyond the primitive stages because there's no one out there. There's no market for it. So to find out that there was a Montreal World Expo and that interactive documentary traced back to that doesn't surprise me. Of course, film. People were making movies then, and there's always going to be people who are the genesis of new creativity and the new marketing schemes and new styles and such. So those things are going to expand. Passive adaptive, where computer interface makes on-screen changes based on viewers' unconscious responses. I guess that's really subjective. Active adaptive, where the user consciously makes choices to story direction via input. Immersive, fully participatory formats, and expansive community-based documentary experience. I found those to be interesting. I think those are things that can apply to the documentary style of film now. I know myself that those are categories that I want to expand in and grow and learn via creating documentaries, or just in terms of being a news person, being someone who delivers sports news, sharing short stories and sharing things of that ilk in terms of how is it going to be immersive? Is it going to be expansive? Is it going to be concise and tight? Do I want it to be rigid, and do I want there to not be a lot of ambiguity and things of that nature? So those are things that I would say that down the road I need to learn and get better at and have a grasp of it. Mapping the interactive documentary. If an iDoc can be anything, what exactly is an iDoc? Citing personal communication with the National Film Board of Canada. iDoc is a new art form. Yeah, I guess so. I guess maybe it's still new. I guess in that regard, phones and cars are still new too. I think ultimately it's going to expand and grow. Docu-shorts. Again, when we have these assignments at St. Bonaventure's, this week, everything is lending itself towards video is where that's going. The written word is where we're getting away from. And so I think that's tragic. I think the written word has an ambiguity. 10 people could read it, 10 people could view it a different way. But to be fair, I think video can as well. And now with AI and all this stuff, I don't know where that's going to go. So, there's certainly ways to be creative within that construct, and it's virtual reality, augmented reality, dome-based screenings, 360 video. iDoc can be on web-based. iDoc can be in film format. So again, there's a lot of delivery methods. There's a lot of ways it can go. It's something that I want to expand on and learn. I don't know how much time I have in this realm to learn it. I don't know that I'll ever get to be a master of it because I think it continues to evolve. And it's one of those, when you catch up to where it is now, it'll be, 6 months, a year down the road. It might be even further away then. So That's sort of the task, trying to learn, but at the same time not get longer than a stone's throw away from where it is in the current moment. So those are challenges I face. Those are challenges everyone faces. And I look forward to seeing how well I can do with it.